Excuse me, what'd you just say?
She said, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about Mo to the E to the. Yes, we're going to be talking about Moesha, y'all. We're going to be talking about episode 1. We're going to talk about the pilot episode because I always like to start at the beginning with these television shows. So listen, I don't know about y'all, but I was always glued to the television. I always looked at so many shows. I remember there was a time when there was so much great television on. Not to say that there isn't good TV on right now, but I mean, there was just a lot of really good shows on. And Moesha was one of those shows for me, y'all. I love the representation that was showed in this particular show. If you think about it, they weren't representing a family who was extremely poor, like in Good Times, or they weren't necessarily showing a family like the Huxtables who had the mom was a lawyer and the father was a doctor. You just had this normal family per se. You know, it felt like a family that was attainable. It felt like a family that you could really feel represented by. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Another thing that I really enjoyed about the television show is that this show did have a great representation of a Black father. I really love the idea that this man was raising his children by himself, you know, and then along comes Dee, and then they become this family. But I just thought that this was just a really well put together television show. Now, y'all already know we got to do this a little bit different. I'm not just going to be out here talking about what happened on the episode because we gotta spice this up a little bit. So first and foremost, I know some of y'all think y'all TV junkies out there. So we're going to throw in a little so you think you're a TV junkie. I need to know who was Moesha's love interest in episode 1? What was his name? Because she was in love with him. You know what I'm saying? And he up there reading poetry and stuff. But go ahead and drop his name in the comments, y'all, if y'all remember what his name was, okay? Whoa. So anyway, y'all, when the episode opens up, we are going to see that Dee is fixing breakfast for Miles and for Frank, right? Before Dee came along, Moesha was the one that had been taking care of everyone. She had been taking care of the house. She had been the one that was fixing breakfast. She was doing all these things because she felt like that was her role in the house now. But now that Dee is here, she said that she wanted to kind of take some of that off of Moesha, and Moesha just wasn't trying to hear. You know how it is when, you feel like somebody is encroaching on your territory. I feel like that's how Moesha felt like she had somebody coming in trying to take her place, and she felt like she was no longer needed. So of course she was giving her the attitude, the neck rolls and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't even roll my neck anymore. Y'all remember when y'all used to roll y'all neck? Y'all remember that? Girl, fool around, get your neck caught up messing with my mama. But no, seriously though, she really felt like she was trying to, take over is how she would explain it. But anyway, y'all, we would meet the character Hakeem, y'all. Now, if you do not know the real actor in real life, this is a fact for you guys, but the real actor in real life did pass away tragically in 2005, I believe. Lamont Bentley is his actual real name. So definitely, rest in peace to him. But Hakeem was so much fun, y'all. This character was great. He was the neighbor, the best friend, eventually became a little bit of a love interest, but we all saw that coming. But Hakeem was always over there trying to eat up the food, always having Mo's back. He was like the honorary kid up in there, so there's that. But he comes over, of course, to have breakfast. And once again, Mo is just not feeling this at all. She's throwing all sorts of shades to Dee. But what I also noticed is that Frank, every time Moesha would say something or she wanted to do something, and then Dee would try to say something, then he would jump in and he just wouldn't let her have that role of trying to establish this relationship with Moesha. And so, that was causing a little bit of rift too. And, Miles was just here for everything. So, Miles, the little brother, is the annoying little brother, like most of them are. And he just here for everything. I love the character Miles as well. He was so cute and he was so funny. He's all grown up though now, y'all. So, anyway, we are going to see that we're going to meet the other characters in the show, and they're going to meet at their famous spot, of course. And let me know in the comments if you know what the name of the spot is. That's your next TV junkie question, guys. What is the name of the spot that everybody meets up at? Now, they're going to meet up at this spot, and we are going to meet the owner of the spot, and Dale. Now, rest in peace to Yvette Wilson as well, because she also would lose her battle with cancer, I think in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me on that. But so definitely rest in peace to her as well. But she plays Andale. She's the owner of the establishment, and they always running amok in there. She got all the stuff going in there. She had everybody coming through there. Do y'all remember all the people that used to come through? Like, there was so many good cameos back in the day, y'all. Like, the cameos was cameoing. I'm just saying, they nothing like they are now. Those cameos back in the day, it was something about them. They hit way different. Let me know if y'all agree, because I feel like those cameos just on a totally different level than seeing a cameo now. It's just like, maybe it's because of social media. Maybe it's because you can see celebrities anytime. All you got to do is go onto the gram. But back in the day, it just was not like that. So when you got a cameo, it was like, oh my God, like it was just something totally different. So anyway, y'all, I'm rambling. Bring it back. So anyway, we're also going to meet some of our favorite characters. We're going to meet Niecy. We are also going to meet Kim, and the other girl. She kind of, I don't even remember her name, but we do meet Taylor. Now, Taylor is played by Melinda. Gosh, I can't think of what her last name is right now, guys. Y'all forgive me for this one. But she would also play in Soul Food later, the television show Soul Food. But I just can't think of her last name. But anyway, she played in this as well. And what's so funny about Moesha is that we saw so many people that would later become, these well-known actresses and actors and stuff like that. But then they were just kind of starting out. You had no clue who they were. Like, it's just so dope to go back and kind of reminisce and see all of these people that kind of came through, because y'all remember Gabrielle Union came through. Like, it was just a lot, but we're not even going to go to that. I done got off track again. Bring it back, EJ. Bring it back. Okay. So anyway, we noticed that Kim, with her crazy stuff, Kim has always been crazy. I love Kim. Shout out to Countess Vaughn. She did an amazing job bringing this character to life. But, she was feeling Hakeem for real. Like, she was all up on him. And, of course, Taylor was being a BI to Kim. Back then, people couldn't be a little thick, without people having something to say. But, that was that. So anyway, we are going to meet, the love interest of Mo. I'm not going to say the name just yet, because y'all supposed to be dropping the name down there. But we are going to meet the love interest of Mo. She's supposed to be meeting him there later, But we all know that Moesha got all that mouth, and Dee told her that she needed her to be back on time for dinner. But of course, Moesha ain't going to do right, because she feel like she's the chief. Like, she's really smelling herself right now. But I get it. Like, I really do get it. But at the end of the day, Dee is still the adult, and she's a child, and she got to do what she got to do. But, she just that teenager right now. She in that stage. So anyway, y'all, it's funny because there was a time when, I want to say at the very beginning, I feel like we didn't see a lot of Niecy talking. We always had a lot of dialogue with Kim, but I feel like we didn't get a lot of dialogue with Niecy in the beginning. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. So anywho, y'all, when we get back to the house, when Moesha finally makes it back, right? She finally makes it back. And of course, she gets in trouble because now she's doing more mouth again, because Frank and D have to have a talk, because D is like, listen, every time I try to talk to her, you interrupting, you just doing the most, and I'm just ad-libbing, y'all. So you just doing the absolute most. And so he's like, okay, cool. So he leaves and he tells her that she needs to talk to D, and ask if she can be excused from the table. Y'all remember, like, did y'all ever have to be excused from the table? Let me know down in the comments. Or was that not a thing in your house? But anyway, she tells her, like, after she eats her dinner, she's like, I don't want to eat dinner. I ate something somewhere, or I'm gonna grab something at the place that y'all supposed to be dropping down. I'm not gonna say the name of it. But so they kind of go back and forth about that. And then, Mo ends up getting grounded. But you know that Mo is not gonna do right. She gonna take her butt right where she was trying to go anyway. So she went right on over there and got her heart broke, y'all. She went right over there because everybody thought that she was on lockdown. And instead she got out. And so little boy toy, you know what I'm saying? Like her little boyfriend ish, he was up there romancing Taylor, reading this poem to her, and he got caught up. And now Moesha is there, and there's this whole scene, and she just walk away from him. And then she goes home and she talks to D, and D is there waiting on her, like ready to go in. So she's there talking to her. And, of course, D sees that she's sad and something is wrong. And so she talks to her. And, they have this good conversation together. And for the moment, they cool. And for the moment, Moesha is starting to see that, maybe this is somebody that she can actually count on. But she still ground her, though, when it was all said and done. Now, y'all know that one of the biggest parts about Moesha was that she always wrote in her diary. She wrote every single thing in this diary. And, in this episode or whatever, she had this zit or whatever. And, everybody had been telling her to put toothpaste on it. Comment down below if you used to put toothpaste on your zit too, because I swear it dried that pimple right on out, y'all. But anyway, and she writes about this in her diary. So I thought that was such a great aspect of the show, just showing her, putting her feelings out there and what was going on in her day through this diary. So anyway, y'all, I thought this was an amazing television show. Let me know what y'all think about the television show. And before we get up out of here, y'all, I want to give y'all another fun fact. Another fun fact is that, did y'all know that your girl, Niecy, who plays the best friend, Niecy plays the best friend, her real actor's name is Shar Jackson. She actually did not have to audition for this role. It was actually supposed to be someone else inside of the role, and she ended up getting the role because it didn't work out. So there's another fun fact for you guys. If you have any fun facts about this television show, Moesha, go ahead and drop them down below. Once again, guys, let me know what y'all want to talk about. If there are any television shows, let me know if there's any particular episodes that you want to talk about. Just drop them down in the comments. And, we gonna get this list going so that we can, go ahead and reminisce on all of our favorite television shows. So anyway, y'all, if you like the video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl channel. Turn your notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future talks about old school television shows. And don't forget to vote, y'all, so we can know what we gonna call it: spin the block or run that back. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Boy made me feel those butterflies in my stomach. Then later on, it was real if a man offered to pay my rent. Now it's real if I'm willing to pay baby's rent.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of